Oke, sepertinya sudah mulai. Oke, hello guys. Now I'm going to start line arting my webtoon today because somebody request me to do the line art of my webtoon. Yes. So this is the episode 10 of my own webtoon, and we will start to line art this storyboard right here. Ntar aku lihat dulu. Mana ya timernya? Kayaknya belum hidup. Oke. Alarm. Okay. Now let's start to do the line art. First, let's start to make the folder and rename it to line art. Ganti warna kuning. Hello ma'am, help me. Hello, what can I help you? So for the line art here, I'm using the vector layer. Let's turn off the balloon folder first, and let's start to do. Trying to storyboard manhwa. Okay, so you have already written your story, right? And any difficulties in making your story, or what is the problem with your storyboard? So, what is your difficulties? Wait a second, let me dipin dulu ya guys ya. I don't know what to do. So you have written your story. Have you written your story? Have you written your story from the beginning to ending? So if you have written your story, then what is your difficulties? So I wonder, what kind of story that you write? The genre, the character? What kind of format that you write your story? Like, is it kind of novel format or storyboard format like in the webcomic that I saw you in the video I've made before? Actually, if you have made your story for storyboarding, it's you just take a look at your story, like the time and place that you have written, where it is, where it was, or anything. So can you draw, or you just write a story? So you have skill to draw, right? Or you are just a story writer? So you can draw, but you never make a comic before. So this is the first comic you will make. So if you have already make a story, actually I kind of curious what kind of story that you write. So the format or anything, because if you are making a story, so you already made the first episode of your story, right? So, have you already made your first episode of the story? So, it's a written story. The first episode of the written story, not the storyboard. It's okay, I'm also multitasking right now. It seems like her nose is too big, right? I'm sorry, but I can't read Arabic. Wait. I have written the story on me. Oh, good, good. You have a good start. So, for the first step is try to visualize your story. Like you are a cinematic director of your story. I want to show you, but I'm kinda embarrassed if you that I want to show my writing skills in this life, but I guess I don't think so. So what is the genre of your story? Can you tell me? What is the story about? Can you tell me in a one paragraph? What is your story about? Like the logline or anything? The logline, the premise of your story. So guys, if you are using the vector layer in Clip Studio, you can erase it so easily. For example, like this. You are setting the eraser tool on this one, vector eraser. This erase up to intersection, and if you want to erase this part of the line art, it just one click and it will be erased on the intersection. Okay, now since it's there are two characters here, let's start to draw the male character first. I think live streaming while doing the line art is harder than do the coloring, because I can focus to watch the comment section while I'm doing the line art. Ih, kamu ngapain? Tenggelam loh suaranya. Yeah, this actually this webtoon that I'm making is the genre is kinda psychological drama and a little bit of romance that I want. Oh, Lock Me Up the Duke is I'm not writing that story. That story is written by a Korean novelist, and I just work as a colorist on that webtoon. So I'm only the colorist of Lock Me Up Duke. I'm not the story writer. Let me see. Yeah, so I'm only handle the color, the effects, the fighting effects, like that. The story writer of that webtoon is a Korean person. Okay, so the genre is drama. And since it's a drama genre, it's not a slice of life comic or a comedy comic, so it must be the panel is around like some normal manhwa, not a strip comic. For me, the first step that I imagine when making a comic is trying to making the vibe of the story first. Like, wait, I can focus on drawing and reading the comment. Okay, this is too small. Let me scale it a lot bigger right here. Okay. So you have already written your story time and place, right? Is it around a medieval or is it a modern story? You need to think about that too. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'll. Oh, thank you. I can read your nickname. Wait a second. This need to be more bigger right here, since it's dark action sci-fi thriller. It's a modern story there. because I read some Arabic words in there. I mean, I only know the Arabic word, ya like huruf hijaiyah gitu. Bing, kau bisa baca huruf Arab nggak, Bing? Huruf hijaiyah, Bing. Itu huruf gundul ya, apa bacanya, Bing? Di komen, Bing. Dark action, sci-fi, psychological drama. Oh, you choose a hard start to make your first comic. Sci-fi is so hard to draw, you know.
Coba kalau SS.
Coba kamu lihat di komentar YouTube. Yes, science fiction is really hard to draw because not only it's set on a modern theme. Now it's my friend. Okay, wait a second. I think this needs to be more. Okay, the nose is too big
Oh.
Since I'm not currently on working on new projects, I don't really count how much time I work on this webtoon, because sometimes I also work on project with the studio, so I only work on this webtoon when I'm free. It's need to be more clear here.
Gak tahu mereka itu mah lagi ini lanjut.
Okay.
Lagi berdebat di chat itu mah.
Actually, since on the studio my task is only doing the coloring part, sometimes I feel like my drawing skill for making line art is much more. Level down. Oh, ini jelek nih. Is that a webtoon chapter or just a drawing? Of course, this is a webtoon chapter. You can see right here it's showing that it's 10. So this is the 10 episode of my webtoon.
Yang bagus ada aja dari kanan lagi.
Kenapa, Bing? Kok ngomong di mana? Kok tenggelam gitu suaramu? Wait a second. This is bad. I think I need to redraw it more. Okay, that's a lot better. Now let's try to draw the hair of the male character. Oh no, let's start to make the eye first.
Kalau aku nyetel lagu suaranya bocor nggak ya?
Tahu. Okay, now for the eyebrow, I'm using this brush. Okay, now the eye are done. Let's rename it first so that we don't get confused with it later. Okay, I think still need to be. Okay, I think that's enough. Then let's start to make the hair for the male character.
Astagfirullahaladzim.
Let's start by drawing the hairline first. Oh. Oke, ada yang baru kan komentarnya. Okay, now let's start more to add more detail for the hair. Okay, this. Salah tuh warnanya. If you are using a vector layer here, you can adjust the thicker line for the line art later, like this. Ih, kok ada kucing berantem dong. Okay. Sok Senin loh, Bing.
Terus apa libur upacara?
Upacaranya kan hari ini.
Bukannya.
Kayaknya ada yang salah deh. Kebiasaannya rambutnya kayak gini ya, aku sendiri lupa anjir.
Aku kan udah nggak sekolah, dan ngapain mikirin dari Senin anjir.
Bebekmu kan sekolah, Bing.
Aduh, laki-laki ya?
Mayan kan you draw. I have made a tutorial for storyboard. You can check on my video. I have made the tutorial for making a storyboard. Yeah, I'm using your OBS for live streaming. Wait a second. Okay.
Apalah mereka.
Maybe I think it needs to be more higher here, since okay. I have already made a video tutorial for storyboarding, so you can see this video if you want to see me working on a storyboard. Okay, now let's add more detail for this part. Let's change the line thickness to make it more prettier. Okay, now this one right here is need to be okay. Now since the male character is done, can work on his clothes. Okay, now let's delete the unnecessary part. Okay, I think it's done. It need to be okay. Now let's save and continue to make the female character. Do you find it, or do I need to share the link for you? No, I'm still trying to build my community. I have a plan, but I'm still not making it yet. Okay, now let's draw the hand. Okay, maybe next time I will try to make community, because I'm still learning about Discord. I'm not that good at making a room or anything on Discord. I'm still learning. So actually I have a plan of making a community by Discord later, but I'm still learning. Okay, let me learn the application for that first. Okay, now I think it's too big. Need to no. Hmm. Okay. Oh, it's only one panel, but I've been working on this one for around 30 minutes. Okay, for the ribbon right here, usually I'm using an asset like this and make a new layer, adjust the camera and put the asset and try to make it more. Okay, it will be easier for the coloring later if I'm doing this. Okay, now let's draw the hair of the character again to make it more detailed. Okay, now what is it? I think ah. Okay, the hand. So the hand. Now let's just add the nail. Just draw it like this and then delete the unnecessary part. And it's done. Okay. Now let's delete the area that doesn't need to be shown on the panel. Okay. This one is okay. Now for more detail, usually I erase the eyebrow part following the hairline. Okay, now the first panel is done, guys. Finally, it took me around how long it? Oh, 40 minutes just for one panel. Since the third panel of this webtoon is just the zoom in of this part. Wait, I think the hand is too much bigger. The second, let's undo. Why dah? Kenapa baru sadar, guys? Hmm. Oh. Wait a sec. I think it's too much. Yes. Here is that for
Bujang, darahku tuh satu bujang.
ngapain, boy?
Sengal mati. Ah, bagus bujang. Gara-gara tadi DC 2 kali. Nyawaku habis.
Okay, now let's just copy paste this panel. or zoom in. Oke, kayaknya ini udah deh. Sometimes you need to do just copy and paste your line art to make the webtoon much more faster, guys. That's why. Oh, I think it's done already. Now this one here it need to be more
Anjing,
detail.
mati cowok. Bangsat mojok kayak gitu gimana aku nggak mati. Maaf Pujang, itu udah mojok banget susah nggak mati.
Okay, now let's move on to this panel. Okay. Sometimes I have that not difficult poses or anything. I will only just using the 3D model pose on Clip Studio. Why so? Damn, this looks so weird. Wait a second. Let's draw it from the start. Oh. The live stream is nearly became 1 hour, but I'm still working on the third panel of this webtoon. So my speed of drawing is kinda 3 panel per hour. Oke, biarin langsung dihapus saja ini. Juga dihapus. Okay, now let's adjust the line art.
Alah bangsat. 20
Eh,
menit sia-sia.
mulutnya. Kamu katanya bapakku, Bing.
Apa?
Dikira bapakku kamu.
Bapak siapa?
Itu suaranya siapa? Bapakmu, ta? Katanya kamu dikira bapakku.
Oh, no, I'm not his father.
Apa? I'm not father. Aku gak apa-apa. Bentar, ini terlalu maskulin. Try to make it more feminine by adjusting.
Man, dokter cabul papa Mia. Iya, masukin aja.
Aduh. Nggak ada komen kan ya? Ntar aku lupa baca.
Emang cantik nih bro.
Dia ngapain sih aku bikin gaya rambutnya kayak gini, ribet banget dah. If you guys have any question, just write down on the comment. I will try to answer it while still trying to draw my own webtoon. Okay, now let's just erase the unnecessary part. For example, this one right here, and this one. Okay, now, oh no, wait a second, there's still kurang tebel. Akhirnya ada fitur ini di Clip Studio. Wait a second, to be more right. Okay, let's make it bigger. ditandain dulu terus cepet. Hmm. Klik aja sebentar itu. Oh iya. Make upload. Oh, wait a second, let me see. Oh, di mana lihatnya? Sebentar ya. Wait, community. Okay. So you have been making your own storyboard. What is your problem then? Okay, wait a second. Let me download this one. Oh, gak apa-apa lah di copy. So, what is your difficulties when making this storyboard? I can tell if you are not telling me what is your problem. So the first episode is not really good, right? You have made this what's it called? I forgot. So for the entrance character, it's good to make for the character introduction like this. The full body character, the zoom in of the face. That's already good. So how much panel for the first episode? Then you have written your story, right? So if the genre is kind of like drama or sci-fi, it's around, well, actually the webtoon minimum panel for those kind of genre is only for 40 panel, but for the ideal you need to draw it like 60 or 70 or 18. panel maybe. So for the storyboard, you need to plan the balloon for the dialogue too. What do you mean? I don't know. So when you are making a story, you need to cut the story into some episodes. Nah, you for the first episode, like what it's tell, what is the climax of the story, what is the problem inside the story. You need to write about that kind of things. So I think it's a good start. Yeah, from what I see, since I can see what is written in the storyboard, so I think for the visual is already good. You can make your sketch for the comic of your story. So I think it's good start. The main problem. So what is the main problem? So the main problem is you can cut the story into episodes. Is that your problem? So you have already make your story from start to the end, but you have a problem to make the story, to cut the story from each episode. Oh, so the problem is on the story writing, not for the drawing. Okay. I think for this one, I know that you are making this on traditional art, not like me in the digital art with the Sculpt Studio Paint application. You need to what is called, the pacing of the panel is need to be more space, like from this panel to this panel it need to be more space. It is too what too close to each other. Like for this one, it's too crowded here. Oh, the balloon placement. For the balloon placement, you need to draw it like zigzag like this. For example, this one, you can write this one here. Draw here, here, and then here. So the reading flow will be like this. So just remember, always draw it on zigzag like this, so the reading will be much more easier. For this one, is this the next page? If the next page the panel is on the left, you can continue by making it like this or draw it on the right side. So like this one. If I don't know if this is the full storyboard of your story or not, but for example, if you are making the panel on the left right here, the continue is you can draw the panel for like this white panel or make it on the right, so the dialogue balloon will be on the left, so it will be like this. This is good, this is already good. Left, right, so it's on the right here, or you can add more if you need more explanation for the story. And this is the white panel for your character. You can make it like this. And this is a white space. Maybe you can put the title here if it's the space is this big. I don't know. So yeah, so what you need to do is, I think the spacing, like for this one and this one, it's too close to each other. I think you need to add more space for this panel. This is the character too, for example. This is too close. I think you need to add more spacing, like when the character here standing like this, add more like this, so there are more spaces rather than this close. Okay. For the ending panel, I like to, if it's me, I like to add more, like for example, you can see the storyboard. Oh no, wait. Okay. Maybe you can see the story right here. So the character like this. Since this is the trauma of the character, I make the panel is more like, the pacing is more slower, guys. Example, this one, it's only white panel, not like small panel before. So actually, this one right here is, the character is holding a knife. So, okay, now can add more expression if you need to, because I know what I want to draw, so I think I don't need to. Okay. Now you can see that after the flashback, there are so many spacing here. Yeah. So even though the poses is like this, so I can play with the camera, like this one is showing from the zoom out view, and then the camera is rotate to the front view of her face. I will try to show the expression for this character later. The plan is, I'm trying to show the character is crying like that, so that's why this. Okay, now this is showing the character of crying. So this one, so it's not done yet, your story is not done yet. Okay, so the duality of the character, like she has a persona. I think for this one, if it's me, I like to show side to side the character, like maybe back to back like this. Like the light and the dark side like this, maybe. Well, that's depend on your idea, how you will visualize your story. So it's still not done yet. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's my suggestion for you. Just try to add more spacing for each panel of your webtoon. If you are working on digital like Clip Studio Paint, for example, like this, you can show the, wait, my view on screen area webtoon. Wait a second. Okay, on screen area webtoon. So the screen on your handphone or on your mobile phone will be showing what it's like. example like this. Nah, okay, this is the example, like from left to right. Now it's on the middle, and on the right, go to left, right, left, middle, right. For this one, why it's not on the left? Because the character is like this. So it does, if it's on the back of the character, it will look weird. So I need to show the balloon or on the right of the character, so the what is called balloon tail. Okay, so the balloon tail will show on the mouth right here. It's still showing on the head of the character. That's why it's still, even though it's on the right, still showing like on the right, and go to left, right, left, right. So it will go like this. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's turn off that thing first. Okay, let's save it first now. So do you have any question? Any more question? So I will continue the process of my line art. Okay, let me continue my line art. If you don't have any question. Okay, you're welcome. You can post the, maybe you can post the revision that you have been making later. Maybe like the pacing of your panel, the spacing. Yeah. Okay. I forgot what kind of hairstyle. Okay. I think it's need to be more bigger. the place is this big. Okay, I think this one is enough. Oh, it's too big. Can Latinos draw webtoon? I am from Argentina. Hello. Of course, everyone can draw a webtoon. Yep, everyone can draw a webtoon. There's no restriction from anywhere you live or anything. If you guys have any discussion like before, maybe you can post like her on the community posting. Okay, why do I need to sketch if it's getting erased later? Okay, let's turn off the sketch and make it like this. Okay, now the head is too much bigger. I need to scale it down. I want to draw webtoon football based on, see. Yeah, you can take a reference like Lulap or what was it called? I kind of forgot. There is a webtoon that about sport. You can take a reference for that webtoon. But first, before you are making a webtoon, try to finish your story. So it will make your life much more easier for making a webtoon later. Oh, wait a second. I think it's not to be more stylized here for the character. Okay. So the first point of view. The first point of view. Okay, now I need to redraw the face of this character because I think it looks bad. Well, I don't think so because even FIFA, you know, the games who are making the games that are about soccer, the football player, they need to add license for each of the club of the character. I don't think that you can use it. I think you need to change the name, like the story is only a fiction, but there it's inspired by a Messi, like that. You don't write it as this is the story about Messi. Don't do it like that. So if you are trying to make a biography of some famous person, you need to ask for permission first. So my suggestion is just write a story that inspired by that person. Hmm. Hmm. it's done. I need to add the eye. Oh, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 eye. There's still 8 panel left. Let's continue to the next panel. Okay, wait a second. Okay, a simple sort. Yeah, you can change the name, but remember, put a disclaimer that you are only inspired by his story, that the story is not about him. Of course, I made it myself. You can see on the my short videos that I made it myself. Hi. Okay, now it's done. The male character. Think I need to adjust the thickness for the line art here. Aduh, how long I've been live streaming? So it took me around 1.5 hours to make 3, 4, 5 panel. Okay. There's so many little character drawing. What kind of clothes that she wear? Okay, I'm still not showing her clothing. So let's try to draw. Apa ya? Oh. Okay, now think to simply. Okay. Can you teach us later how to draw holes? Okay. It's kinda hard though, because there are so many types of holes. Okay. Maybe if there is a panel that's showing difficult quoting. Why it takes so long just for drawing this panel? Okay. Now it's only the hair. Sometimes I work with studio, sometimes I have commission, sometimes I'm only working on my own webtoon for fun. You know, if you are working with studio or working with some commission, drawing is not so fun anymore. So you need to still draw what you want to draw to stay motivated to keep drawing. Okay, now the hair is done. Let's delete something that we don't need to okay. Now let's go to the next panel. Since to do it more faster, I only using the Clip Studio 3D model and lungs, and I just line out above those model, so it will be done faster. I heard that often that it becomes your job again. Yeah, that's why I tell you, because drawing will have the deadline that you only draw what your client told you so you don't draw what you want to draw, but you only draw what your client told you so that's why drawing is not so fun anymore for me if I only working for my client. And this is why I keep making my own comic, so I still have something that makes me feel motivated to stay drawing, because there is still some fun in drawing. For example, making my own comic like that. So this is the reason why I'm making my own comic, even though I'm working with some studio too. So maybe, well, from this you can see how I draw the fold. I don't think that I can explain why I draw the fold kind of like this, because so guys, this is where the joint of the bones of the character, so you need to draw the fold more like this in here, like since the how to explain, like something, since the movement is like this, so from this will be fold like this, so it will get up like this and will have the folding layer like this. So that's why I draw the fold kind of like that. Maybe I will make a different video later about how to draw folds. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, now the male character is done. There's so many characters. Aduh. Oh yeah, sometimes I see that you guys are tracing the 3D model too much. How can I say something like, if you guys are tracing the 3D model, don't trace is like exactly what it is. Like sometimes the 3D model have a different anatomy from the real human, so you guys still need to correct the anatomy. I think we have to already. I mean, we can try to compare American comic and manga because it has different culture. I mean, American comic that I know is DC comic and Marvel. The style are different, the culture are different, the genre are different. So we can compare like that. And the manga, sometimes the manga that only popular are only shonen, I think, because shoujo is not that popular. Because the anime adaptation sometimes only from the shonen manga. Shoujo manga is rarely get an adaptation. So we can compare webtoon to manga and American comic because the culture are different. Hello. So because you told me that you want to see me drawing the line art, now I'm doing the line art. Okay. Puffy clothing for the female. Wait, Belero, you are from Argentina. I don't. Are you sure there are no comic studio in Argentina? maybe the comic industry on your country is not that big, because Indonesia have so many people, you know. So the comic industry are growing so big lately. Wrong pen. Okay. Don't think that I need to add more detail. Wait. Yes. Yeah. Especially there is an AI, you know. I'm kind of surprised that even in the Korea, there are a studio that works on AI, especially AI for making a comics. They really use an AI for making a comics. They really try to make the prompt to make the character consistent for making a comic. So we are getting that part of industry is okay, I think that's enough for the torso. Let's delete this. Not really. Clothes is really hard to draw, and I agree with that. I think it doesn't look weird, so let's start to add the hand. Yeah, even some people are using AI rather than buying a commission from an artist right now. What is sad is sometimes some people are using the artist's artwork without any permission to make it the prompt for an AI. So we can really protect our artwork from AI. So this is the right hand. Let's guys now okay. No, wrong eraser tool. Okay. Actually, the 8th episode of webtoon is already done, you know. The live stream before this is live streaming of working on the 8th episode. So if you are watching the what is that live streaming before, maybe you see the before and after. So now the tone is different, guys. I add more green tone for this page. So yeah, before we only work on the first page of the webtoon, and on my free time I'm trying to finish this, and it has been already done. Now let's try to focus on. Sometimes I think I will show you guys how to do the storyboard, but I'm not that confident showing my story, like not the finishing story. Sometimes I change the dialogues because I think too much about the grammar of the dialogue, you know. I'm kind of afraid that I have some mistake in the grammar and it makes some misunderstanding like that. So maybe if I have time, I will try to live streaming about how to do the storyboard stage. Actually, there is still the 9 episode that I haven't been colored yet. But let's try to finish the line art for this chapter first. Okay, now this only need to draw the hair. Oh, it's too thick. Yeah, I know Grammarly. Back in the days when I was still in school, tool. I used that tool for correcting my assignment. But still, the free version is not that. Wait a second. Wait. I think it's. Wait, I think we need to rotate it more. Yeah, hello, Yosei. Welcome back, Yosei. By the way, guys, what do you do for fun, guys, other than drawing, guys? Because since I'm making money from drawing, sometimes drawing is not so fun anymore. Sometimes I play some games. I play some game for fun because drawing is not so fun anymore. Wait. It's not clear. Why does I draw that kind of hair? Oh, I mean, stay in the same pose for drawing is kinda make my body aching. I like to play visual novel games or like choice matter games like from this back sound. I think you might know that I play as a attorney. Yeah. I'm still young too, but still, these poses make me feel aching. Okay, now the hair is done. Let's try to adjust the thickness of the line art first before we are jump to drawing the eye. I'm kind of curious that doesn't your country have the same rule for high school or anything. So, what time is it on your country? For me, now is 10 p.m. Oh, there's 2 hours difference. Actually, I started drawing a comic when I was 14 or 15. If you guys are curious about my drawing, maybe I can show you. Let's see. This is the comic that I make when I was still in middle school, guys. Let's see. Oh, wait. Maybe we can... Let's see. Too bad. I'm so proud when I was in middle school that I can draw something like this. The first point perspective for the high school. Now it's come to become this one. So this is too bright. From you can see, I draw this manual. And this one right here is the 3D model I made on SketchUp. Yeah, 16 is too young. I agree with you guys because 16 is born on 2009. So 2009 kids are already on high school right now. No, I have made a page on 3D icon because I want my background is to be more exclusive. So this is me who are making it and me who are only using it. Wow, there's still so many pages left. Yeah, even my studio, uh, not studio, even webtoon. If you are working on webtoon, I think they will try to provide you for buying some asset from Icon 3D. No, I'm not the one who are making Iris the Sun. No, I'm not. I'm not the one who are making it. I think the creator is the same. They are from Indonesia, but I'm not the one who are making it. Let's try to drag the clothes so it will done faster. I don't think that our art style are familiar though. No, drawing a webtoon is really tiring, guys, so don't get surprised. Are you from Indonesia? Yes, I am. I'm from Indonesia. Wait a second. I think it's okay. Let's try to draw like this. Yes, I am. Okay. What is the title of your webtoon? Oh, yeah. Because mostly Indonesian are Muslim. The majority of Indonesian are Muslim. Hey, no, I just forget that I draw on the same layer. So I need to correct it harder. No, it's okay. You can share your title on the comments so you guys can support each other. It's better for our community. Actually, I really plan on making our community better. So if you have any question about webtoon or anything, any tips, so you can just ask on the community later. I want to make a Discord, but just I told you before, I'm still learning. This music is the back sound of the Ace Attorney games. The game is about an attorney. Yes, let's just maybe let's see. I will try to find your webtoon, guys. Webtoon. And okay, maybe I can show you. I think. Wait a second, how to show this? Window capture. Wait. Window capture. Why there's no MSH? L. Wait. Something wrong with the setting. Wait. No custom color, I think. Okay. Wait, why it's not? Wait, what is the title? Before. Let's see. The chaos in. So you have already released it on Webtoon, right? Oh, this one. Okay, start to subscribe. Why it's not showing on the OBS? I don't know. Wow, you have already made so many episodes on your webtoon. Okay, let's continue to the line art. I think it's still not. Oh. Mm. Asian mom is good, you know, better than they they so love different from the Western mom. Why does the heads look so weird? Hmm. Rather than slippers, my mom will use a belt, so it will be more. Wow. Wait, is the left side or the right? Okay. Oh, banyak ya. Nah ini menutup deh. Ini orang pen. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's try to make it thicker. From my manhwa or from other manhwa? If it's from my manhwa, if it's from my own webtoon, of course I really try to like my own main character, because if I don't really like it, then the story will not continue. So that's some kind of advice for you guys too. If you are making a story, try to love your main character first. But if it's from other manhwa that I read, I think I love the character Pares Hati from But She's Called. My in-law are obsessed with me. Yeah, I like that character. I really recommend you guys to read that kind of that title too. Hmm. Okay. Yes, I will try to make a Discord later, guys. I will learn how to make a channel, how to make a server later, so it will look more professional. It's okay, I will try to make a Discord later. So you can discuss. Maybe I will post on the YouTube later if I already made those Discord server. Okay, I think that's good now. Udah punya juga. So guys, I think I'm already tired to continue this line art, and we have been live streaming for around 2.5 hours, so I think I'm gonna finish this process here, guys. So from this live streaming we got this panel, and I got around 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's 7 panel, guys. For 2.5 hours, I got 7 panel. Well, it's not that bad. I don't think that it was fast enough, but it's not that bad, okay? So I think that's all for today, guys. I will try to make a community later, like from Discord, or I will try to open the membership later. So if you guys have any question or need me to improve your webtoon, maybe I will try. Okay, I might try to learn about it first. Okay, guys, thank you for watching my live streaming today, and see you later. See you on the next live streaming, guys. Okay, thank you.